Being joined by Cody Law. We'll begin with a few questions here in the room. Go ahead, Danny.
Cody, congrats on the victory. How would you assess your performance? Are you happy with what you were able to do in there?
I'm not sure yet. I got to go back and watch it. It felt a little awkward, like maybe the guy had an awkward stance or an awkward style. So I adapted, got the takedown, finished with elbows. But like I said, I need to go back and watch it.
Yeah, certainly. And you're undefeated. You're looking great. You're picking up stoppages. How would you assess your progression now that you're 5-0? Are you happy with where you're at and the strides that you've been able to do?
Yeah, 5 fights in 1 year. I feel like I've improved each fight. I got to improve a lot more for the next one, but I'm excited to see where I'm at next year.
Yeah. Are you going to keep this pace up? I mean, this is a tough calendar, but you're a tough guy. Yeah. Is there going to be a time that you slow down a little bit, take a little break, or are we going to expect high activity from you?
I'm never going to slow down, but I'm going to listen to people around me. We'll see. 3, 4, 5 fights next year. Who knows what's going to happen, but I'll listen to my coaches and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. And just assessing your career, like what is it that you want to like focus on or like work on moving forward? Is there things that you want to check?
Yeah, be the best fighter of all time. Mm-hmm. There's one goal and that's it. And everything will lead me to that. I can never be good enough at anything. So yeah, every single thing.
Yeah, and obviously like you're just starting out, but when do you think you're going to put those sort of early development stages behind you? And maybe we're going to see you with some named opposition, some veterans or someone that has a little bit of a name here in Bellator.
I would imagine next fight,
okay,
maybe next spring.
So that's what you're looking. You feel like now you're ready for a step up.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, what do you think?
Oh, certainly. I mean, you're killing it. Any names in mind, or even just in the ranking? Would you like to like take a look at the top 10?
Whoever puts me closer to the belt, give me somebody, I'll beat them and move forward.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Cody.
Hey, Cody, congratulations.
Thank you.
At such a young age, you're fighting so often. Would you consider having a quick turnaround fight, say, next month or anything like that? Would you consider that with Scott?
I don't know if it could happen or not. We pulled that off last year, but I don't know how often we're going to be able to get away with that. I know Kyoji's card is December 3rd, and I thought about that, but who knows, We'll see.
And with your age, you're one of the rare fighters in the young Bellator sphere where it's the young crowd now. Do you see yourself as the true future of the company?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I have to, right? I mean, I have pretty lofty goals, so I see myself as the future. I don't feel like I'm that young. That's why I'm fighting so often, because I want to get a bunch of wins under my belt while I can. I'm already 26. I have a lot of stuff I want to accomplish by 30, so got to move fast,
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey, congratulations, Cody.
Thank you.
How do you feel about just being here in South Florida, not far from American Top Team, and being able to travel close to go fight?
Yeah, it's amazing. I got a lot of friends and family here. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to shower, hang out with everybody, and I get to go sleep in my own bed tonight. So it's pretty awesome.
And also tonight, American Top Team went 3-1 in their fights. And just what is it like being a part of that and then seeing your teammates here do so well?
Yeah, it's awesome. I love fighting whenever I have a bunch of teammates. Almost every card I've been on, I got a whole lineup there. It's so much fun. We feed off of each other. And then even afterwards, like you said, fighting here in Florida, I walk off, a bunch of people right there. Kyoji's right there. Dan and Richie are right there. It's so cool.
And lastly, for me, you mentioned Richie and also Dan Lambert. So will you be watching Dan Lambert tomorrow night, AEW Full Gear?
Yeah, one way or another, I'll see it. It'll be everywhere.
Thank you, Cody.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a few more questions from the media joining us virtually tonight. Jay, your line is now live.
Hey, thanks very much. And Cody, congratulations on the win. When you talk about, it being tough to pull off those quick turnaround fights, is that more about cutting the weight that's the issue, or is it just preparing for an opponent in so little time?
I don't really have too much of an issue. I mean, it's not easy to be training in training camp all year long. I'm kind of doing that right now. I go home for about 2 weeks maybe in between fights, and then I'm back to ATT. And when you're at ATT, you're not just casually training. It's training camp or nothing. So to be in a training camp situation maybe 48 weeks out of the year is not easy. But it's not really a problem on my end. I just think logistically sometimes it's hard to put fights together that fast,
Gotcha. And, we talk about you being 5-0 now as a pro. You also had that amateur run. How beneficial was that to you getting off on the right foot in your career?
Yeah, I tell people all the time, I'm so glad I did amateurs. My coaches are here standing in the room, and they're two of the guys who kind of made me do amateurs, because like any young kid just finishing nationals, I was ready to go pro, because that's where it's at. And they told me no, and thank God I went amateur. 5 amateur fights and 2 amateur boxings really made me comfortable. So my first pro fight wasn't just getting my feet wet. I'd already built up to it. So I'm very happy I did it.
1 or 2 more, Kobe.
Hi, Cody. Fantastic performance, buddy. Especially the striking. You look phenomenal on your feet and from top position. I've seen a lot of your professional fights, and you look so much better striking now than you have before. Is there someone specific you've worked with on that?
Yeah, I work with. I got Philip Amaris here from Pittsburgh, and then I have Anderson Franca at ATT, and I've been working with Artem Levin, and just all the partners too at ATT. I got high level guys every single day. I'm forced to get better. If I don't get better, I'm gonna get my ass whooped. So.
Yeah, you seemed a little critical about your performance. I know you haven't watched it yet, but I think when you do, you'll be very happy with your performance.
Yeah, I have some sort of problem or something where every time I finish a fight, I'm happy in the cage, and as soon as I'm calmed down, I'm like, maybe I didn't look so good. I need to watch it before I can really feel good about it. But glad you say it looked good.
Last one, Dylan.
Appreciate you taking my call. I'm just kind of curious because you entered the sport with such a decorated, wrestling resume and the whole embrace the grind kind of ethos. How much of that spirit has allowed you to like really shore up some of the other skills in MMA, like the striking and jiu-jitsu and whatnot?
Yeah, I mean, I think wrestling is the best base to have, right? And I'm just used to tough times. Like a wrestling season is just 6, 7, 8 months of just miserably tough times. So everything else is pretty easy and pretty fun.
All right, Cody, thanks for the time. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Record.